the relationship. So, and in the second question, one moment, guys. One moment. Yes. Oh, so sorry about the confusion, Amar, because we have in our batch we have also one Amar, right? Yeah. So sorry about that confusion, Amar, because in our batch we have already one Amar. So you are Amar Tabassum, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. And okay. So I thought that you were that Amar, right, Abir?
No, sir, no,
So
no problem.
yeah. Assalamu alaikum, Amina. Yeah. Walaikum salam. Walaikum salam. So oh, okay. So what I will do is that I will. Yeah, so we were doing the polynomial. In our case, in this class, we are doing polynomials, right? So you already are you familiar with the polynomials, degree of the polynomials and quadratic equations, Amar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good, good. So then we can do these problems. Okay, so we were doing some problems other than these NCRT problems. Uh, yeah, so let me quickly erase this and. So, Abir, Hashid, and Amira, do we need to solve these questions?
No, sir. No need.
No, sir. It's already done.
Right. So, we already know that this we have to keep in mind that we can write the quadratic equation as when you know the roots, so we can write the quadratic equation as this. So, this is our second question. Right, guys?
Yes, sir.
And the first question is about we have the general form of the quadratic equation, which is this. So sum of the roots, as you guys have derived, this is minus p by a, and product is c by, right? So
Yes,
Amar, yeah, Amar, we are going to use only these concepts. Yeah, you are familiar with these, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good, good. So now let us do the problems of the assignments. Okay. And yes. We did this eighth problem, right? And let us find out. Yeah. So and in your homeworks also I gave these kind of problems. So I guess that these problems I have also done. So now let us start with this second problem, right? Then write the polynomial. No, so we should not. Okay, so let us start with the simple one, right? So in this second question, the sum of the roots are given, okay, and the product of the roots are given. So Amar, what would be the quadratic equation? What would be the quadratic equation? Yes, or let me write the polynomial. What would be the polynomial? Yeah. whenever the sum of the roots and the product of the roots are given, so we can write the quadratic equation as, right, this one plus this one. But they are asking only the polynomial. So we will write like this. Right. So this is the quadratic polynomial. Right, Amar?
Yes, sir.
And sum of the roots is 6. Right. So this would be x square minus what? Minus of 6x, because alpha plus beta is 6. And then alpha into beta. Right. So this is equals to. So the this would be the desired point. Okay, so what I will do is that because we are in the middle of this polynomial chapter. So when we will start the linear equation in two variables, then we'll start from. Okay, Amar.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah, because I guess this would be difficult for you to, because we are starting from the middle. So okay, so let us bear with us for a few moments, and when we start the linear equation, and then it would be easier to for you to understand. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So, okay, so no need to tell about this question to you guys, Amira, Biren, and Hashit. Okay, so the third question, right? This one is different. So, if alpha, beta are the zeros of the polynomial, right? Write the value of, so this is the, let's say, the equation. Let's say px is 2y square plus 7y plus 5 equals to, or let me, so this is the polynomial, right? Or this is y, function of y. Okay, and the idea is that we have to find out what is alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. So do we need to solve this equation, quadratic equation?
No, sir.
Right, no. So we will not solve this equation and find out the value of alpha and beta. Right. We already know that what is alpha plus beta, which is minus b by a. So this should be how much, Amira? This is how much? Yeah, Amira, are you there?
minus 7 by
Minus,
2.
good, minus 7 by 2. And what is alpha into beta?
This would be 5 into, oh no, 5 by 2.
Good. So now we know what is alpha plus beta, and we know also alpha into beta. So we have to find out, right? So alpha plus beta is minus 7 by 2, and plus alpha into beta, which is 5 by 2. So this would be minus 7 plus 5, which is minus 2 by 2, which is minus. So no need to solve this quadratic equation, right, guys?
Yes,
This
sir.
was this was the idea of this question. Okay, yeah. Is this clear to you, Hashid, Amira, Abir, and Amar?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Amar, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, if this is clear, then no need to write, right? So then now I will give some question. So this is the fourth question, right? If one of the polynomial x square is 2 plus root 3, write the other zero. Okay, so we have this polynomial, which is x square minus 4x plus 1, right? And one alpha is given, which is 2 plus root 3. Okay, so in the question they are asking about this one. So how will we approach this question, Ashit? Yeah. How will you approach this question, Ashu?
So sum of zeros or product of zeros.
Yeah. So we can use either one of them, right? So which one would be easier?
Sum of zeros.
Sum of zero. You can see that product of zero is one, right? So which would be easier? Okay, so whatever. So you say sum of the zero. So alpha plus beta, this is how much? Minus b by a, which is? Yes, Hashi,
4/1.
4 by 1, right? Minus of minus 4 by 1, which is 4. So we know that alpha plus beta is 4. And we know alpha. So putting the value of alpha, we get 2 plus root 3. This is beta. So this is 4. So now we can calculate beta, which is 4 minus 2 minus. So this would be 2 minus. So this is the second. No need to solve this quadratic equation, right? Is this clear to you guys?
Yes, sir. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, quickly note it down. If you want to note it down, so quickly note it down. And Abir, if I ask you that if I use alpha into beta, so will I get the same result or not? Yes, Abir,
Yes, sir.
will I get the same result?
Yes,
Beta?
sir.
Good. So let's say alpha into beta is 1, right?
Yes, C by A.
So this would be alpha is what? 2 plus root 3. And this is beta equals to 1. So beta is 1 by 2 plus root 3. So is this equal to this one? Yes. Is this beta equal to the other beta?
No, sir.
Hmm. Okay. So first, again, I have, yeah. So what I have
You,
told you guys,
you will do reciprocal?
reciprocal. No, we can't do the reciprocal, right? So beta is 1 by 2 plus root 3. So if I take the reciprocal, then I have to take the other side also, right? So this would be,
Oh, that would be wrong then.
yeah. So what is the missing thing that we are, or what is the thing that we are missing? Because both should give the same answer, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any guesses, guys? So in all the chapters, what is the first thing that I always tell you? And let's say in our trial classes, right? What is the first thing that I always tell you guys?
So do we have to rationalize?
Yes, of course, right? Without simplification, we cannot tell, right?
Yes, sir, because root is there in the denominator.
Yeah, good, good. So now you have identified the missing. So this is the missing. Understood, guys? So rationalize this, then this would be 2 minus root 3 divided by a plus b, a minus b, which is what, Amar? A plus b, a minus b. This is what? What is the identity, Amar? A plus b and a minus b? Okay, so whenever in our class, whenever one person has a doubt, so the other people help.
A square minus B square.
Yes. So understood, Amar.
Yes, sir.
So this would be 2 square minus root 3 square. Right. So this is 2 minus root 3 divided by 4 minus. Again, so this is 2 minus root 3 by 1, which is 2 minus. So now is it similar?
Yes, sir.
Right. So both will give, now this is consistent, right? because both ideas should give the same answer. Okay, so please note it down if you guys want to note it down, and then we do the next question. Okay, and whenever you guys have noted, so also please tell.
Done, sir.
Done. And what about Hashid, Amar, Amira? What about you guys?
Already done, Salam.
Already. Good. So, Amar, noted. Yes, Amar, noted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing.
Oh, you are noting. Hashid, sir, what about you? Noted.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are doing all the assessment, practice assessment question, Hashid. So if you face any problem, please ask me, right? And have you
Okay,
done
sir.
this? Yeah, and have you done
Yes,
all
sir.
these? You have
Yes,
also
sir.
done these problem also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I have left to teach you? Yeah, if you have done these problem also, then good, good. Yeah, Amar, noted.
Yes, sir. Finish.
So now let us quickly erase this and yeah. So in our class, what we do, Amar, is that we do the problems turn by turn, right? So it has a chronological order. So first is me, then it used to be Tejasvi, but now it is Amira, then Abhi, and then Hashir, and then you. Oh, so Hashir is from the different batch. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is how the turns goes. Okay, Amar. So first question I did, then Amira will do the second question, right? So yeah, fifth question, find the value of p for which one root of the quadratic equation is six times the other. Yeah, so this question we can do. Oh, find the value for which one root of the quadratic equation is six times the other. Find. Okay. Yeah. So this fifth problem, Amira. Right. So please tell me what should we do? What should be your approach, Amira? We have to find the value of p. So the quadratic equation is given. Px square minus 14x plus 8 equals to 0. So this is the quadratic equation that we know. And what is the other information? 6 times the other. So roots are related. Yes. So what should be your approach, Amita?
First, we should do the middle term
Yes.
splitting.
What did you say?
The middle term splitting.
No, we are not solving the quadratic equation. We are not solving because we are doing the polynomial chapter. So, and we can also not solve this quadratic equation, right? Because we don't know the value of p also.
Yes, sir.
So, what we know, what is this information telling? That one root is six times the other. So start from here and then read from here. One root is six times the other. So let's say we have two roots, alpha and beta. So how they are related?
One of them is 6 times each other. Like if alpha is x, so b is 6x.
Yeah, so beta is 6 alpha, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have two roots, which is alpha and 6 alpha, right?
Yes,
These
sir.
are the two roots, And we know what? We know sum of the roots. So what would be the sum of the roots?
Alpha plus 6 alpha
This should be what?
minus b by a.
So minus b by a, which is minus of minus 14 by what? P. Right. So 7 alpha is 14 by p. So I can write this cancels and alpha is 2 by p. Right. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So does this give the value of p?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Right. But we have one more information, right? What is that?
6 alpha.
No, no. So this was sum of the roots. What is
Oh,
the other?
product of the results.
Yeah. So alpha into 6 alpha. This is what, Amira?
Minus c by a.
Minus c by
Oh, c by a.
c by c by, yeah, 8 by p. Okay. And we know the value of alpha. So we can write 2 by p, right? Into 6 and 2 by p. Right. So this is 8 by p. So 1p we can cancel. So this would become what? This p goes in there and 8 comes here. So 2 into 6 into 2 divided by 8. This is equal to. So this is 4, this is 2, and then this is. So p equals to, right. So any doubt in this problem, guys? Yes. Amar, Abir, and Amira. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Ashit, is this the correct answer?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Yeah, because yeah, so you are in what should I say? So you are our checker, right? So okay. Now, yeah, you guys quickly note it down, and then we will do which question. So next question is for B, right? Sixth one, right? So sixth one we will do. You guys please note it down, and then we will do the sixth one. And in the next class, I will start a linear equation in 2 weeks. Okay, guys. So yeah, first one is the, I don't know. First one is only the factorization part. So that's why I'm skipping that. I will take that class. Okay, noted, guys, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let us erase it and okay, so sixth problem. We have two roots. X is, or let me write alpha is, right, 2 by 3 and beta is minus. So our roots of the quadratic equation. So quadratic equation is ax square plus 7x plus b. Now you see that value of the zeros are given, right? So Abir, you tell me what should be your approach? If alpha and beta are the zeros, so what does this tell? What is the meaning of if alpha and beta are the zeros?
Yes, sir. We can write alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a first.
Okay, so yeah, I that could be one way, but let us think about it. So if x equals to 2 by 3 and x, okay, so let us do the question by your method first. So you are saying that we can calculate alpha plus beta as minus 7 by, right? So in this way, we can calculate this is 2 by 3 and minus 2 or minus, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is minus 7 by a. So this is 3 and this is what? 2 minus
2 minus 9.
so minus 7 by a. So this is minus 7 by 3 and minus 7 by. This
So
cancel
A is
and
3.
oh, we directly get it. And then from this part, right? And then from alpha into beta, we get b by. So this is what? This is alpha is 2 into minus 3. So this cancels and b, which is b and a is. So then b is minus 6. This is what you were telling.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, this is also very good, very good. This is also one of the method, and there's one more method, right? So the other method can be this. I guess that would be lengthy method. But if alpha and beta are the zeros, what does this mean, right? So if I put x equals to 2 by 3 in here, this should give me what? 0, right? If I put x equals to this one, this is the solution of this equation, right?
Yes, sir.
So I can put this value in here. So I'll get a 2 by 3 square plus 7 2 by 3 plus b equals to 3. Right, so this is 4a by 9 plus 14 by 3 plus b equals to 0. So let us take the LCM. This would be 9 and this is 4a plus 42 plus 9b. This is equal to 3. So we have 4a plus 9b and minus of 40. This is the first equation that I have, right? Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
And from the second part, what do I have? If I put minus 3, so this is minus 3 square plus 7 minus 3 and plus b equals to 0. So this is 9a, right? And minus of 21 plus b equals to 0. So this is 9a plus b equals to 21. Right. Oh, this is a very big one. And then we have in here 4a plus 9b equals to minus 40. Right. So we can solve these two equations simultaneously. So we have to multiply or above. Okay, this one is lengthy method, right? So we multiply this by 9. So this becomes 81a plus 9b equals to 9 and then this becomes 4a plus 9b minus 42. So we subtract and then we get what? Then we get 77 a, which is equal to this is what? 1, right? And okay, so and then 231, right? So
Yes, sir.
this is 7, this is 2 and 1, and this is 3. So we get a equals to 3, right? And similarly, by putting the value of a, so 9 into 3 plus b equals to 21. So 27 plus b equal to 21. So b is minus 6. Right. So
Yes,
whichever,
sir.
I guess this method is the easier one. Good, Bill. Yeah. So Hashid, which method you used?
So first method.
First method. Yeah. And yeah. So is this clear both the methods, Amira and Amar?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. So you guys quickly note it down, and then we will do the next question. And Amar, so the principle of our class is that we don't hesitate to ask any question. Okay. So if you are having some doubt, so please don't keep it with yourself. Right. So
Sure.
please, yeah. Whenever you have any doubt, feel free to ask. And if I'm not unable to answer, then these three people are very brilliant. So Abir, Amira, and Ashid will tell the answer. Okay. And whenever you guys have finished noting, please tell.
Noted, sir.
Noted. Amira, oh, and Harshit, Amar, what about you guys?
Answer.
Amar, noted.
Yes, sir, I'm doing.
You are noted. So please note it down, and whenever you have noted it down, please tell.
Done, sir.
Okay, so now let us find one problem for Harshit. Yeah, so which one? This one we did, and
Seventh.
seventh. Yeah, such that then find the value of, yeah. So in the seventh problem, zeros of the polynomial. So alpha, this is the polynomial, right? And plus c, such that alpha plus 1, okay. So this is equals to 0, right? And alpha and beta are the right. And what is given? So this is right. Alpha plus 1 and beta plus 1. And we have to find the value of c. Okay, so Hashit, how should we approach this problem?
So we have to do sum of zeros
See,
and then
see,
product of zeros. Then we
yeah,
have to when we multiply alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1, we get alpha into beta plus alpha plus beta.
yeah. So we have to simplify this, right?
Just to simplify.
So let us simplify this. This is beta plus 1, and then this is 1 into, right? So 1 into beta plus 1. And this is equals to 0. So we have to simplify this part also, right? Okay, so this is
Yes.
x square minus px and minus p plus, right? This is equals to. So, okay. Now this is alpha into beta plus alpha plus beta and plus 1 equals to 0. Right. So, Hashid, what is alpha into beta?
So alpha into beta is minus p plus c.
Minus p plus c, right? And alpha plus beta. What is alpha plus beta?
P.
Right? Minus of minus p by 1, right? So this is by 1 and plus 1 equals to 0. So good. So minus p plus c, and as Hasib said, so plus 1 equals to 0. This part cancels, and 3 plus 1 is 0. So c is minus 1. Good, Hashim. Yeah. So Abir, Amira, and Amar, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys please note it down, and then eighth problem we have already done, right? 10th is, ninth is find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Oh, this we have to solve. So let us skip that because this is a quadratic equation. Find the value of cases that has sum of its zero equal to half their product. Oh, this one is different. Okay, so 10th, 11th, and 12th. These are different. Yeah, did you guys note it down?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Amar, note it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is your first class, right? So no question for you, right? Or you want to try any question because rest of the people will have, right? If you want to try, you can also try. And no need to think that if it is difficult or something like that. So no need to think about that. Yeah, you if do you want to try one question?
No, sir. Now I'm training.
Oh, so training period. Okay, okay, good, good. Yeah. So 10th question. Let me take this question. Right. 10th question. Right. Because this one is the solution, and we have to what? We have to find out either by middle term splitting method or we have to use the quadratic formula. So this is about the so for our previous question, answer was supposed to be 1, not minus 1. Oh, so we calculated that to be minus, yeah, so let me check that. X square minus px and minus p plus c equals to 0, right? And we found out that, yeah, so we found out that alpha plus beta is p and alpha into beta is minus p plus c, right? Then we have to find out alpha plus beta plus 1 equals to 0. Oh, okay, okay, Harsh. Yeah, so good. No, no worries, no worries. Yeah, it's always good that you, yeah, if you, yeah, so if because right, I can also do some mistakes. So it is always good that you check on those parts. Yeah, no need to think about. Yeah, so now let us come back to this 10th question. Right, find the value of k such that the polynomial this one has sum of its zeros equal to half of their product. So let us write the complicated equation. So 2k minus 1 equals to 0. So A is 1, B is minus k plus 6, and C is 2 2k minus 1. Right. So let us beforehand let us find out what is alpha plus beta. This is minus b by a, which is minus of how many minus, right, by 1. So this is minus minus cancels and we have k plus. This is our alpha plus beta. Alpha into beta is c by a. So this is 2k minus 1 divided by 1. So 2k minus 1. Now we have this prior information, right? Okay, so 11th is your question, right? But let me ask you this question, Amira. So what is this information telling us? Yeah, what is this information telling us? Yes, Amira, are you there? Hello. Yeah, so Amira, I guess Amira mic is not working. So Abir, question to you. What is this information?
Alpha plus beta is equal to half alpha beta.
Yeah. So alpha plus beta, this is given, right? Okay, we just
Yes, sir.
plug in the values. So good done. Yeah. So k plus 6, this is 2k minus 1 divided by 2. So this 2 cancels and we have k plus 6, which is 2k minus 1. So this goes in there and this comes here. So 2k minus k, and this is 6 plus 1, right? So k is equal to 7, right? Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
please, yeah, please note it down. So please note it down. Amira, are you there? Where did you go?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
You are- Yeah, you are. So 11th question is yours, right? And then 12th Abir, and then 13th Hashim. So then how many? We have 8 minutes, right? So yeah, quickly note it down, and then we will do the uh, what 11th problem. And whenever you guys have noted it down, please tell. I guess that for your exams, these questions would be enough, right? I don't think that they will ask more than that. Noted, everybody. Yes, everyone noted. Abir, Amira, and
Noted, sir.
Aman. Yeah. So let me. Okay. So in the 11th question, right? Hmm. Find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are this one and this one. So we have to write the quadratic polynomial, right, Amira?
Yes.
So how do we write the quadratic polynomial in the form of zeros? Yes. How do we write that?
Uh, ax square plus b.
Yeah, ax square plus bx plus c, that is in the form of coefficients. I am asking in the form of the zeros, So whenever zeros are given, how do you write the quadratic formula? So you already know the answer, I know, but yeah, just remember, memorize, think about it. Whenever the zeros are given, so you are given alpha and beta. So how do we write the quadratic formula? Yes, Abir, help Amira.
Px is equals to x square minus alpha plus beta. X plus alpha beta.
Huh? No, no, no. So yes, Abir, what is the quadratic polynomial in the form of the roots?
X square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta.
Yeah. So Amira, this you already knew, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is what I was asking. In the form of alpha and beta, right? This is the quadratic equation. So to write the quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial, what do we need? Sum of these. I am writing this sum of the zeros because we have already this alpha and beta. So we have two different alpha and betas, right? So the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Okay. So product of the zeros. So forget about this alpha and alpha into beta. So quadratic equation is sum of the zeros into x plus product. Now, Amira, tell me, for this case, we have these two zeros. So what would be the quadratic polynomial? First tell me what would be the sum of the zeros? These are the zeros.
1/2 alpha plus 1/2 beta.
Yes, good. So 1 by, and now we solve. So this would be 2 alpha beta, and then this would be what? So 2 alpha cancels beta plus alpha. So we write it in proper way. This is 2 alpha beta. Right. And what is the product of the zeros?
1/2 alpha into 1/2 beta.
1 by 2 alpha, 1 by 2 beta, which means 1 by 4 alpha. So can we get the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta from somewhere? Yeah. By looking at the 11th question, can we get the sum of this alpha plus beta? Right, because these alpha and beta we already. So can we get the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros?
No.
11th, from the 11th question, just look at here. This sentence up to this point. Right. So from here, what is the alpha plus beta? Yes. Because these alpha and beta are the zeros of this equation. So we can calculate the sum of the roots from this equation, right? So what would be alpha plus beta for this equation?
This would be minus 1.
Yeah, minus 1, so 1 by 4. And what is alpha plus beta?
Alpha into beta.
Yeah.
Minus 4/4.
So this is a minus, right? So now we know alpha into beta and we know alpha plus beta. So let us plug in the values and what we will get. So alpha plus beta is 1 by 4 and divided by 2 into minus 1. So this is, right, this is 4 goes in the denominator. So this is 2 into, right, 4 minus. So minus 1 by 8. This is the sum of the zeros. And what is the product of the zeros? 1 by 4 into alpha into beta, which is minus 1. So minus 1 by 4. So this is the product of the zeros, and sum of the zeros is this one, minus 1 by 8. So what would be the quadratic equation? X square minus of minus 1 by 8 x plus of minus of 1 by 4. So this is x square plus x by 8 plus 1 by minus 1 by 4. So this would be the quadratic equation. Clear, guys? Yeah, who got disconnected? Oh, so Abir got disconnected. Clear, Amira and Amar?
Yes, sir. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Hashid, did you do this problem in this way? Yes. Yeah, what? Whose voice was that, Hashid? Yeah, because we heard a very different voice. Yeah, Hashid, so did you do this problem this way? Yes, Hashid, we heard a different voice, right, Amira? Amira and Amar. So we heard a different voice, right?
Yes, sir. I think he is enjoying.
Yeah. So yes, Hashid. I guess there is a problem with your mic. Yeah. So Amar and Amira, is this clear to you?
Yes, sir. Alhamdulillah.
Oh, you
Yes,
didn't
sir.
do question 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So yeah. Then please
Sir, I'm
note down
audible.
this. Yeah, yeah, you are audible now. Yeah, Hashid. Yeah. Okay. So did you not solve this, or was this?
No, sir, I didn't get time to solve. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then please note it down. Please note down this problem, guys, and then yeah. So then Hashid and Amira, you guys can leave, and then I will talk to Amar. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because in the next class we'll start linear equations. So what I will do is that I will give some preliminary ideas of linear equation to Amar, so that there is no difficulty in the next class. So,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
good.
Allah Hafiz.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
first note it down, Amira. Did you note down this class?
Yes, sir. Because I already did this problem.
Oh, you have already noted it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Allah Hafiz, Amira.
Allah Hafiz,
Hashid.
sir. Assalamu
Done,
alaikum.
sir. Even I noted
Yeah. Good.
completed already.
Good, Hashid. Okay. And yeah, Allah Hafiz, Hashid. Yeah. So, Amar, did you note down this problem?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, any of the question you found difficult to understand in today's class? Any of the question?
No, sir.
Good. Okay. So, let me talk about. So, in the next class, tomorrow I will start linear equation in two ways. Right. So,
Yes,
first,
sir.
yeah, first, let us talk about what is a linear equation, right? So, you already. This is amount. Okay, so what do we have? We have, if we change the color of the book. Okay, so linear equation in two ways. in 2 pieces. So, Ama, you tell me what is a linear equation, right? You already learned about the polynomial. So, what is a linear equation? Yeah, do you remember or you have forgotten? So, if you forgot, if
Sir,
you
in
have,
which we have one variable.
yeah, linear equation. First question is what is linear equation? Variable part we will talk about. First is what is linear equation, right? Yeah, do you remember, Amar?
In which we have one equation to solve.
One equation. No, so let's say that let's say that ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So this is one equation, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this a linear equation? Okay, so let me yeah, so let me talk about the point, right? So so what is a polynomial, right? Polynomial means that this is poly and this is nomial, right? So poly means one or more, and nomial mean that a number of terms, right? So if we have one or more terms, then it is called a polynomial, right? So let's say that I have px equals to 4x plus 5. So how many terms do I have?
Two,
Two terms,
one.
right? We have two terms, right? You are correct. We have two terms, right? So
Yes, sir.
this is, yeah. So this is called a polynomial, which contains two terms. So this will be called a binomial, right? Why? Because it contains two terms. And let's say that I write a polynomial which is 5, right? So again, it has only one term. So this will be called a monomial. So on the basis, yeah, yes, this will be called a monomial because it has only one term, right?
Yes, sir.
So on the basis of number of terms, we have different kinds of points, right? So if the number of terms is 1, and this is type of code. If we have number of terms which is 1, so this is called monomial. And then if the number of terms is 2, so this is called binomial. And if the number is 3, so this is called tri, right? And if this is 4, so that is tetranomial and so on, right? So
Yes, sir.
on the basis of number of terms, we define the polynomials like, right?
Yes, sir.
And then what we do is that there are two special criterions of the polynomial. So the polynomials have two conditions of polynomial. What are those? So first one is that a polynomial can't have negative powers on the base. Right. So what do I mean by that? Let's say if I write a polynomial like this. So this is 2 by x cube plus x square plus 5. Right.
Yes, sir.
So what is the power of x in here? What is the power of x?
3.
If I take this in the numerator, so I should write all the power should be in the numerator. So if I write
Yes,
2 and x like this, so what would be the power of x in here? If I take this x in the numerator,
3.
so this is in the denominator. If I take the power in the upper, so this would be minus, right?
Yes, sir.
So if this is 1 by x cube, right? And if I take in the upper side, so this would be x to the power
Minus
minus.
3.
So this is x to the power minus plus x square plus 5. So this is 2x minus 3 plus x square plus 5. So you see what is the power on this x,
Minus 3.
right? Power is negative. So power is negative,
Negative.
which means that this is not a polynomial,
Yes, sir.
right? Because polynomial cannot have negative powers. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the second condition is that, but before we do that, as I was saying in the class, so you tell me that is this a polynomial or not? Is this a polynomial?
No, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
So why is that?
Because the power of 2 by x is negative.
Okay. But have we simplified this question?
No.
Right? So we have not simplified. So first we have to simplify, right? Without simplification. So as I was mentioning in the backup classes, right? So as I was mentioning that in every trial class, I tell the people that first we simplify the question and then we can tell whether it is polynomial or yeah quadratic or something like that, right? So the idea is
Yes.
that whenever we find these kind of question, we first simplify. Okay, so let us simplify this problem. This is x cube into x4, right? And
Yes,
then
sir. Yes,
x
sir.
x square and then x. So this cancels and this becomes 1 and this adds up. So this is 2x plus x to the power 6. Now do we have any negative powers?
No, sir.
Right? So this is a polynomial, right? So then
Yes,
this
sir.
is a polynomial. So when we were looking at this problem, so this term was looking like a negative power, right? But when we
Yes, sir.
simplified this, yeah, but when we simplified this, then we got the point. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So now let us talk about the second condition. The second condition is that a polynomial cannot have fractional powers. Right. So if the polynomial is given like root x plus 5, right? So is this a polynomial?
No, sir.
No. Why?
Because of the root.
Yeah. So root is what power? If we write root in the form of power, so what is the power?
2.
Power 2. So x square, x square,
Yes, sir.
x square is equal to root x. Both are same.
Yes, sir.
So if you write 2 square and if you write root, or let me write 4 square, and if you write root 4, so are these same?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh, What is 4 square?
No, no, sir. No, sir.
Right? So this
For
is
16, 16, it's 16.
and then this root 4 is 2, right?
2. Yes.
So these are not same, right? So root x is in power we represent this as 1 by 2. Now you remember.
Yes, sir.
So this is power 1 by 2 plus 5. So you see that this power is fractional, right?
Yes, sir.
So not a polynomial, right? So this was this. If I write a polynomial like x to the power 3 by 2 plus x square plus 5x 1 by 2. So is this a polynomial? Is this a polynomial, Amar?
No, sir.
Right, because we have a fractional power. So
Yes, sir.
again, not polynomial. So these are the two conditions of a polynomial, right? Whenever you see that the terms are containing the negative powers or the terms are containing some fractional powers, then you can confidently say that these are not the polynomial. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the second attribute which we want to or which I want to discuss is that the degree of the polynomial. So this decides. So this will tell you your answer. Degree of the polynomial. Remember, what was our goal? We wanted to define the linear equation, right?
Yes, sir.
So now we will understand that what is the degree. So first, let us understand about degree of the polynomial. So degree of the polynomial is what? It is the highest power on the variable. Okay. So let's say that if I write px is 3x 2 by 5 plus x5 plus x3 plus 4. So what is the highest power? Or is this a polynomial?
No, sir. It's not a polynomial.
Okay, good. So now let us write like this. Is this a polynomial?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a polynomial. What is the power of x
5,
in here? Power is 5 and in here what is the power?
3.
And in here what is the power?
It's 0.
Yeah, because I can write this as x to the power 0. And what is x to the power 0?
X.
X to the power 0. And what is x to the power 1 then?
It's X.
This is x. Anything to the power 0 is 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So x to the power 0 is 1. So I can write 4 into 1, right? And 1 is x to the power 0. So power is 0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now highest power is what?
5.
Highest power is 5. So I can tell that degree is what? 5.
Yes.
Understood? So
Yes, sir.
if I write a polynomial like so ax square plus bx plus c. So what is the degree of this polynomial?
2.
Degree is 2. So this will be called, this has a special name which is called quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial. Okay. So on the basis of the degree of the polynomial, on the basis of the degree of the polynomial, we have different types of polynomial. So if I write a polynomial which is, let's say 3x plus 5, right? So what is the degree of this polynomial?
1.
degree is 1. So this is what gives your answer. So this is called the linear polynomial. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. And how many variables are there?
One.
1. So this is a linear polynomial in one variable. Right. And if I equate it with 0, so this is called the linear equation. Right. If whenever I equate it with 0, so this is called equation in place of polynomial.
Yes.
Linear
Yes, sir.
equation in what? One way. Now coming back to our answer, right? The answer that we will do. So linear equation in two ways, right? So if I write a linear equation, right? Let's say 3x plus 4y equals to 7, right? So this is, or let me write it like this. So px is xy. Okay, so 3x plus 4y and plus 7 equals to. So what is the degree of this equation?
One.
Degree is 1. And variable?
Two.
So this is what we call the linear equation in two variables. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So this is called the linear equation in two variable. And generally, so general form of linear equation in two variables. So this is ax plus by plus c equals to. So this is what we call the general form of the linear equation. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, to solve the linear equation, we need a pair of linear equations, right? Okay. Before that, we have a representation of. So we have representation of linear equation in two ways. So what are the two representation? One is the algebraic and the other one is the graphical. Okay, so algebraic representation and a graphical representation. Okay, so algebraic, you already know this is how we represent, and graphically, how do we represent a linear equation? Okay, so let's say that the linear equation is given. So 3x plus 4y equal to, let's say, 12. Okay, so to represent this linear equation in two variables on graph, what we do is that we find,
Yes. The solutions.
yeah, we find the coordinate point. And how do we do that? So first we find we find y at x equals to 3. And second, we find we can choose any value, but for the simplicity, we find these two values, x at y equals to, right? So
Yes, sir.
because on graph to represent something on graph, what do we need? We need x points and we need y points, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's say if I want to denote 3 comma 4. If I want to denote 3 comma 4, so I will divide this, right?
Yes, sir.
And this one, so 3 comma 4 would be in x direction, I will move 3, and in y, I will move 2. So in x, I will move 3, and in y, I will move 4. So this is my 3 comma 4 point, right? So
Yes, sir.
similar, yeah. So similarly, to represent this equation on graph, we will require the points, and generally we require only 2 points. Okay. So first, let us find the value. Right, 3x plus 4y equals to 12. So let us find the value at x equals to. So at x equals to 0, this is 3 into 0 plus 4 into y equals to 12. So this is 0 and 4y equals to 12. So y is 3. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the point? What is the point that I have? X is what?
X,
Yeah,
X is 0 and Y is 3.
0
0,
comma.
comma 3.
Right, this is the 1 point. And at y equals to 0. Right, so at y equals to 0, 3x plus 4 into 0 equals to 12. This is 0, so 3x equals to 12. So x is
4,
4. So then what is the point?
4, comma 0.
4 comma 0. So now we have 2 points, and then we can draw the graph of this equation, right? So
Yes, sir.
the graph of this equation would be, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4, 1, 2, 4, -1, -2, -3, and minus. So first point is 0 comma 4. Right. So in x direction, how much I move? In x I go 0, right?
Yes.
And in y I go 4. So this is my 0 comma 4, right?
Yes, sir.
And 4 comma 0. So in x I move 4, and in y I move 0. So this is the point, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then I join these two lines. So this will represent 3x plus 4y equals to 12. So you can, yeah, so we can see this, that the graph of this linear equation in two variable is what? So the graph is what? It's a straight line, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Straight line.
Straight line, right? So this is not something like this or something like this. So this is a
Yes, sir.
simple straight line, right? So
Yes, sir.
from this, yeah, so from this we can say that, from this we can say that the graph of linear equation in two variables will be straight line. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we will do is that we'll stop it here, and tomorrow is our next class. So in that we'll